More now, Lincoln Parker joins us. And let's start, Lincoln. Great to see you, of course. Happy Australia Day. Love the tie.
Thank you.
What would a Trump presidency look like for Australia?
Well, right off the bat, Erin, if the Australian government wants to communicate effectively with a Trump administration, they're going to have to find a new Australian ambassador in Washington, D.C. Kevin Rudd is going to have to go and maybe go back to the role he had at the Asia Society, because that is not a good mix.
Apparently he is trying to mend it.
Well, anybody that knows anyone in the Trump administration, including President Trump himself, knows that that is not going to work. It is oil and water. All you have to do is Google what Kevin Rudd has said in the past about President Trump, and you know that that is not a good mix. So the Labor Party, and let's hope that perhaps the Liberal Party are in power by then, because we're going to need a new ambassador in Washington, D.C. as soon as President Trump is inaugurated. But I think in general, Erin, what the Republicans or the Trump presidency administration will do is they'll have a strong policy on the Indo-Pacific. They'll have a strong policy on Taiwan. They'll move closer to India. And of course, they will try and figure out what to do with China. And
they'll expect Australia to pull its weight.
They will
absolutely
stop accepting freeloading. We can't, at the moment, the ADF is unable to defend and protect our own country. I mean, that's just a fact, and they will expect us to do more.
I feel like this hasn't been made a big enough deal of. Confirmation that the Prime Minister knew about the Chinese sonar attack well before his meeting with Xi Jinping.
That's right. So
we all speculated at the time, but...
We thought, but we didn't know. And he certainly, the Prime Minister Albanese, never told the Australian public that he knew. And it has now been revealed that Prime Minister Albanese knew that a Chinese destroyer had injured two Australian Navy divers in the water in Japan's economic zone, trying to unfoul the screw, get the fishing lines off the propeller. They hospitalised two Australian Navy divers. Now, he knew about that. It's been revealed now that Prime Minister Albanese knew about that, yet he wanted to go to San Francisco, meet President Xi, and we've all seen the pictures of where he went to San Francisco and almost hugged, Xi. And I mean, what kind of message does that send to the Australian Defence Force, to our sailors? It's a slap in the face.
It's a weak one.